Hi friends! Who's ready for craft time? Come on in, let's make some bug crafts. We're going to paint some rocks to look like our ladybug friends. If you don't have rocks, you can do this on paper, you could do this on wood, you could do this on a paper plate. Whatever you have, use that. I went and looked for rocks around my backyard. So we have lots of different rocks out there. Okay friends, I have what I need. So I'm using some red paint for my ladybug. I'm gonna make it a red one with black spots. So I have some black paint, some white paint, and I have a paintbrush. I have some cotton swabs to make the dots. I also have some markers. Once the paint dries, I could use markers to add the dots or a face. So just go ahead and whatever you have to use, and lift it up and work on it. And you might have to use 2 layers to make it very red, because right now you're still seeing the color of the rock, and that's okay. If you want to, you can color the rock white first and then add the red once that dries. You can decide. I'm just making this whole thing red. Let's try that with this one. If you hold the rock in a paper towel, then your hands don't get as messy. And if you have acrylic paint, that will cover the rock better than tempera paint or regular craft paint. So if you have acrylic paint, that would be the one to use. See how much brighter white that's getting? Yeah. Okay friends, so I decided to use more of the acrylic paint and get these covered white. Now I can choose if I want to color with markers. Regular markers will show up on the white, and I could color it all red. You can see the marker goes on more red, and then when it dries, it kind of turns into that light red color. For the paint, you might have to go and let it dry. So you might have to go play outside or go have a snack or something and come back and see if it's dry yet. But this will only take just a minute for it to dry, and then we'll be able to work on the next part. Okay, now we're going to put on our head. I'm going to try to use a Sharpie, a permanent marker, see if that works better. So I'm going to try it first on my marker one, on my reddest one. You can see on this ladybug, sort of a rainbow shape, and then it's all black. So I'm going to draw from one side to the other, a rainbow shape, and then I'll fill that in. And you can see I'm holding it in a cupcake liner. That is a good way to keep your hand from getting painted. It kind of fits right in your hand, and then it's almost like it's sitting on a leaf. So you could leave this on here when you're done, or you could paint this all green, or if you had a green cupcake liner, then it could be your leaf that the ladybug's sitting on. Now we can paint a stripe down its back that's going to divide the ladybug into 2 parts. Do you see that line down the middle? That's what we're going to do. We're going to give it the line that goes down its back. I'm going to take it all the way from its head and draw a line down all the way around to the back, just like that. Now we need their dots, their spots. This is where you get to choose how many spots you want your ladybug to have. Now, you can draw little circles with marker. You can use cotton swabs, dip them in the paint, and make your dots. I'll show you how easy that is. Dip it in the paint, and you can dip it on your plate first to see how the dots come out. They make really nice little dots. So I'm going to give them 1 in the middle right up here at the top by its head. And then I'm going to give them 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3. There's my ladybug with 7 spots. Now I get to add spots. I made a great big spot and a little spot on that side, and a great big spot and a little spot. And on this one, I did lots of spots. Look at all those spots. See how many spots you can get on your ladybug. Then I can add a face with white paint or a white chalk marker, or I can leave it like that. So take a clean cotton swab, dip it in your white paint. You can try it on your plate first. Pick up your ladybug. You can have it looking right at you so you can see. And its eyes are going to be kind of close down to where it would be on the ground. So I'm just going to give it an eye here and an eye there. There's my little ladybug friend. I'm going to do the same with this one with the big spots on it. There's another ladybug. And my little cupcake ladybug. There it is. I decided to color the cupcake liner green, and I did the same for the other two, so the ladybugs could sit on leaves when I was all done. Here's what it looks like. I hope you have fun making some ladybug rocks.